Now therefore, I, Bill Finch, Mayor of the City of Bridgeport, Connecticut, in honor of your service to our nation, do hereby proclaim, along with your brother and sister veterans and elected officials, hereby proclaim Thursday, August 20th, 2015, as Francisco Villarini Day in the great city of Bridgeport.
Francisco, this is a special day for me as well. In addition to the mayor, it's a real treat for me to be here with you here in Bridgeport. Probably the best thing I'll get to do all day, probably the best thing I'll get to do all week is to be here with you and to recognize your service. It's a special year actually for World War II veterans because this year is the end, marks the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II. And so we are certainly proud of your service. We're thankful for your sacrifice and your devotion to duty and your courage to protect our freedom, protect our security, and defend our right to be here this afternoon. So I'm glad to be a part of it, to recognize your service. These are the medals that you've earned for your service. And included there in the center is the Connecticut Veterans Wartime Service Medal, which Connecticut uses to recognize all of our veterans across the state of Connecticut who have gone off and served in wartime, again, to protect our freedom. We certainly appreciate it. It's a long tradition here in Connecticut to recognize our veterans going back to 1864 when Mr. Benjamin Finch started the first state home for veterans in the whole United States of America, not too far from here in Darien. And we're glad to continue that tradition today. So with that, congratulations, sir.